Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are in officially week 11 of year 8 of Clemson's online dynasty. We have 11 users. We play on Heisman, and we are in year 8. So I'm going to recap week 10 games. There were 2 user games. It was me, which I am Clemson, versus Notre Dame. And it was Florida versus the two-time defending champion Georgia Bulldogs. I've already actually played my week 11 game. It was against the computer, so we don't really need to go over that. I always destroy the computer. Okay, so we don't need to go over that. And yes, we are playing on Heisman. But you got to remember, we're in year 8 of the dynasty. So that's real score. That's a real score. All right. Anyway, let's see who's on. I'm the only one online. I'm the only one that played. So let's get into week 10 and let's recap. So we'll go to the Florida Georgia game. Like I said, Georgia is the 2-time defending champion, and he is having a hell of a year this year. His team is not what they were. He graduated some real elite studs, mainly his 2 running backs, who were very feared in the league, like truly feared. So he don't got them guys. He don't got the offensive line that he had. Now, I'm not saying this team is trash, because they're not. But the eliteness that he had, because their development trait, majority of them were elite, especially his running backs, and a couple of his linemen too. He don't got that this year. His running backs that left were elusive bruisers, and you know about the game, elusive bruiser, they're top 2 as far as the running back that you want to have, in my opinion. You know, I think there's 3 archetypes that I like the most. I've documented this before. I like the elusive bruiser. So I think they are the number 1. Elusive bruiser is the number 1, if we're going to be honest. They're number 1 because they got the power, they got the speed, they got the shiftiness. You know, they got all that, right? And then second, to me, in my opinion, is the north-south receiver, because they got the power, they got the speed, they got the downhill ability, the stiff arm ability, right? And then third would probably be east-west playmaker, just because they got the shifty, they got the takeoff, the speed, and all like that. But I'm going to put them, east-west playmaker and context seeker, in the same category. Pause for the cause. All right, we back. We back. You know, I'm at work, man. I work from home, but I'm at work. Okay. So had to take care of some business real quick, but like I said, we back. So what I was saying was Georgia really has not had the team that he had. He is again. So some respect on his name. Okay. It's the two-time defending champion. Two-time. Two in a row. He ain't getting that shit this year. Let's just be honest. Okay. Enough with all that. The reign is over. This right here just proves it. This game right here proves it because Florida was not the team that should have really smacked him. But, you know, different styles, different folks, different, you know, and then like some users have other users' numbers. And I'm not saying Florida has Georgia number because they did play last year, the year he won the ship. And Georgia was able to just do what he wanted to do. But he was doing that against everybody, even me. But he got me in the regular season. Anyway, you know, get out of there. So this game, right? It started off, as you can see, even Steve in first quarter. Then second quarter, it was like, phew. And then the third quarter, you know, it was a back and forth situation. Boom. Actually, Georgia brought it to only down by 7 points. Then Florida's got its stuff together, and started, you know, boom, because Georgia scored the first three touchdowns, I believe. Maybe the first two, but he got it to always, excuse me, he got it to only down, but he was only down by a touchdown. Then Florida was like, nah, here, belt. Let me readjust this belt real quick and start spanking him up. You should say he got 300 yards rushing, but it don't seem like it. I think he got like some garbage yards in the end. But it wasn't his guy. Well, his guys are not his guys like that. You know, they're not elusive bruisers, man. They're softies. East-West play. So that's what I'm saying. So the top three archetypes, in my opinion, is first the elusive bruiser. Then from the elusive bruiser, I go north-south receiver. And that's debatable, okay? But I like the power of these guys, getting the speed that they have with it, right? And then my third is either going to be the East-West playmaker, also with contact seeker. Contact seeker could probably be number 2, honestly, because if they have the elite development trait, then they got battering around. They got speed. You know, they got the power, the stiff arm, and all that stuff, right? And they got a little bit. So they really got shifty to them, but I'm a power runner type of guy. You know, that's me. So they can be number 2 if they got the elite development trait. But anyway, this is not even his starting running back, really. He could be. I mean, on any other team, he would be. This was his gadget receiver that got off on a long run. And then this is his quarterback, right? He's a dual threat. And then this is the guy that was his starter. Even though this dude right here probably should be a starter. I think he was starting him. But as you can see, they're not bruisers or nothing like that. They're East-West playmakers, and that's it, right? You know, so he don't got the bruiser guys. But yeah, so the East West playmakers they're kind of low on my board as far as the running backs that I want to mess with personally. Now, for other people, like they do their job, bro. They do their job, man. Like, I'm not saying they're a bad archetype, but they're just not my favorite.
We got him.
But yeah. So, but and then we gonna, he he was he was getting smacked, man. Like his forte, like he threw 6 interceptions. You know, we in year 8 of this dynasty, right? So we know people's strengths and their weaknesses, or we should know their tendencies, and what they like to do and what they don't. Um, I'm a student of the game. I'm a game nerd when it comes to this. So I do a lot of studying and scouting and this and that. And I know Georgia does not want to pass the ball. He don't want to pass. I'm not saying he can't, but he really, truly don't want to pass the ball. He wants to run. And if you put him in a situation where he got to pass, this is what you get. This is what you get. Right? Let's look at Florida. Now, Florida, like I said, man, this team is not, the greatest team. They're not. But he has a scheme that he goes by and a little system that he do. And you can get caught. You can get caught. And this was just his game. He got caught. He caught Georgia. Caught him slipping. And it was really mainly passing. But see, a lot of these cats, they like to pass to the running back, and I don't know why other people don't really kind of figure that out. It's a copycat league, man, and they like to pass to they running backs, man. Majority of them do. You got to figure that out, and key in on that. And he didn't, and he paid the price. But it was his interception, so that really paid the price for him. So that was this game, and it was a blowout, man. Almost from the beginning too. Like, it was really, Florida was having his way. As you can see, Georgia's not even ranked because we're in week 11, so they're showing what's their ratings for right now. He's not ranked. 5-4. 5-4, and the only user that he beat. So he had 5 user games. The only user he beat was a guy that just barely came back into the league with a team tendency that was garbage. They're not garbage. I'm sorry, they're not garbage, but they're not on the elite status of the guys that's been here all 8 years in their dynasty, building their team up, right? So it says a lot, in my opinion. But he had close losses, though. He did. So don't get me wrong. Like I said, let's put some respect on his name. He had a 1-point loss to Ohio State. And me and him, we went to overtime. It shouldn't have went to overtime, but it went to overtime, and I won. Right? And then he lost to LSU at home, which I didn't think was going to happen. And then, look, he lost again at home. I didn't even know this was at home. I don't know if it's really at home because this is an actual rivalry. So I don't know if this really counts as a home game. I'm not sure. But he lost. Now, let's go to my matchup. My matchup was against Notre Dame. So Notre Dame is playoff PJ. He got canned from Alabama, and he's at Notre Dame this year. And I'm pretty sure moving forward. He had so far, well, this was week 10. So far, he had only had 1 user game, and he was itching to play a user game. Itching. Like, I got all these computer games. I want to play a user, And I was like, all right, well, you're going to be at home. You got me. We coming up. You sure you want this game, brother? Yeah, I am, because we're a machine over here at Clemson, man. Like, we are well-oiled, manufactured machine that's just, like, we do our thug bezel. Feel me? Like, for real. I say I thought my stuff messed up over here. So, let's get into it. Jeez. I'm actually going over the game tape right now because I clip my highlight plays that I think are highlight plays. I clip them and to my TikTok and my YouTube. So like and subscribe, man, to my TikTok. You go to my TikTok, all you're going to see is just clips and clips and clips and clips and clips of games. Some personal stuff, whatever, but that's just mainly for my gaming. So go to my TikTok, man. It's I think it's Big Daddy Yada 818, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, follow me on, like and subscribe. Go to my YouTube. My YouTube is King Yada 818 or King Yada _818, something like that. King Yada 818, but you find me, man. So I like subscribe. So anyway, so I wanted this to be a snow game. I was hoping it was going to be a snow game. It was a weather game. But it wasn't snow. It was rain. So it rained. Here we go. But we started off, kind of filling each other out in the first quarter. I got a score, and then the second quarter we kind of exploded out. Looking at it right now, editing my stuff. I'm in the third quarter. He got a nice little run, nice little touchdown. Was it a run? No, it was a pass. It was a pass to his running back. Man, he made some moves. He was out there, stick work. Every time I clicked on my guy, because I want to make the tackle myself. I'm that guy. Maybe I should let the computer do it sometimes, but I like to click and try to, control my own shit. And he was putting me in the dirt. God, just falling, dropping like flies. Touchdown, got him. Eat. And then third quarter, we got the ball coming out of half, and we scored on one play. This broke it all the way open. Like, it was over at that point. And then I think he scored. Obviously, he scored again in the third quarter. I'm not sure how he scored. I'm not there yet as I'm going over my game tape. But then in the fourth quarter, it was just like, I could have took it easy on the young pup, but we don't do that. I got to prove a point and make a statement. Because more than likely, because this is a conference game, we're going to play in the conference title game. So I want to leave no doubt. You feel me? No doubt. And I didn't even use a lot of my shit because it's going to end up playing them again. He plays, so we got USC also in the conference, and that's his last game, which is dope because it's a rivalry game, and then we're all in the conference. The winner of that game will meet me in a title. I don't see SC winning that game. But if you do, I whooped on SC too. I beat him 63-3. So I don't think neither one of these guys is a better matchup if it's Notre Dame. Let's just put it that way. But there's no run zone over here, man. Like we just simply dominated. Now he was passing. It was a lot of empty calorie yards. Honestly, it was. And he had 6 interceptions. Like we was. Let's look at his stuff. Like we was just. That's his starting quarterback, Daniels. He took him out because he was just ineffective. But this guy was even worse. Threw 4 interceptions to his only 2, and his completion percentage was not even at 50%. But I guess he wanted to save him. He didn't want him to get banged up because he got another matchup, and we'll go over that. It's only one user game this week, of week 11. We'll preview that. Ronnie was again non-existent. Now this guy was getting off against He only had one user game prior. It was against Florida, and he whooped on Florida. And Florida whooped on Georgia, so right. So anyway, like I said, man, guys like to pass it at running back in this league. They like to do that against me because I do blitz. I blitz a lot. That's part of my game. That's part of what we do over here. So, I wasn't really blitzing though, really. Not that much. But, he couldn't really, couldn't generate anything. He punted a lot. Let's see how many punts he had. That's a lot. User game, that's a lot. It hurts to punt too. You don't have to punt in the fourth quarter, or the rule is if it's 4 yards or more, you got to punt. 4 yards or more, you got to punt. So if it's 4th and 3, you can go for it. And then if you're in the red zone, you don't have to. You can kick a field goal. You can go for it. So yeah. So what do we do? Randall just got off, man. 6 incompletions and 2 of those were interceptions. 400 some yards. Jim did his duck dizzle. Walter came in, did what he needed to do. But Jim is the guy. So look, elusive bruiser. This is my running back. Elusive bruiser. South receiver. Now, he was a receiver, actual receiver that I switched over to running back. But I've recruited north-south receiver, actual running back, and I like it. So, and then I got some contact seekers in here, but nobody else get no carries or nothing like that. No need for it. Receiving, my boy T.O. caught that bomb, that 87-yard bomb, and to start the second half, third quarter, 2 seconds into the quarter, scored. Well, I'm looking at it, 14 seconds into the quarter, scored. It was one play. Wow, let's go. Like I said, follow me on my other socials, my YouTube and my TikTok mainly. You'll see that clip. It was really nice. Deshaun did his thizzle. So we was just at Falk. Marshall, that was my first touchdown of the game. He scored in the first quarter. He was out there. It was Pancake City. We went to IHOP. And then defense, man. Reaver's Island. Leave him alone. Stop going his direction. Leave him alone. Okay. I didn't get no champ out there to knock it down and stuff. Didn't force no fumble. Did I get a defensive touchdown? Oh yeah, Reeves did. I haven't got there yet in my film review. I did punt once. It was a weak punt. It wasn't so. I did the backspin, and I didn't really. So I did the backspin, and then I kicked it short. So I don't know what I was thinking right there. But yeah. So that's the my game. So we went over the 2 user games. Now let's preview what's coming up. This week. So this week's game is going to be Notre Dame and South Carolina, 7-8 matchup. There's history behind this. The history was what catapulted PJ getting fired from Alabama was. So we got a 48-hour rule in advance for user games, 24 for computer, and then if you can't get together and if schedules conflict or whatever, the rule is you don't even give no one. So you can give someone a forced loss if you're communicating with them and they're not responding. Within the 48-hour time frame, then you get that forced dub, or we put the person on autopilot to allow the user who is trying to play to get play. And if we see what we did to the computer. You play the computer, bruh, you're gonna get your team smacked. But that wasn't the case because PJ couldn't. He was at school, and old boy was working. So we did the simulate. So it was we didn't force win or force lose on one. We just simulated the game, which what that means is we just advanced over. So everyone was ready. We rated them up, and we just advanced over. It's Alabama versus South Carolina. It was in year 7. South Carolina can't recruit. Alabama honestly couldn't recruit either, but he was recruiting transfer portal kids, and he had the better team, all-around team. Everybody named mama and daddies thought Alabama was going to win that game. Sent it over, and Alabama lost. I believe they were at home too. So that just kind of, it was at that point it was a downhill spiral for Alabama, because he lost some other user games, and then he got a forced loss against Texas because Texas was trying to get at him, and he wasn't responding, and was past the 48 hours, so gave him a forced loss. It ended up costing him his Alabama team and his coach as well, because at the end of the season he was 6-6, I believe. He got fired from Alabama. He retired from the league, but came back and picked Notre Dame. But you can't. We made a rule to where you got to create a coach, right? The rule was really put in place because I and Florida from last year's in 25, we were never told that you had to create a coach. So I didn't create Dabo. I kept Dabo because I was Clemson. I just changed the name. I just changed the name to my name. So other people actually created their own coach. And it wasn't a rule. Like we got rules, but it wasn't in the rules. So, but we made sure to put it in the rule this year. This is 26. So you got to create a coach. So he retired his coach, which he shouldn't have done, and had to create a coach. So he's starting over with a new coach. Anyway, their history, they got history. That's why, I know he wants this game against South Carolina, because I think that was like the start of the end for this Alabama squad. An unexpected loss. And there was a debate within everything that he shouldn't even he should have got the forced win, blase, whatever. It's over with. So this game, I got Notre Dame winning. Yeah, you see me, I put it on Notre Dame. But he has a good team. He just ran into a buzzsaw. Clemson, we're just different. Okay. But I think he should win this game. I would be very surprised if South Carolina wins. Very surprised. Because I got him next. And I'm not worried about South Carolina. He's never beaten me, and he will never beat me. And he's coming to Death Valley. It's going to be a slaughter. I got to bye week 12. So we'll be healing up. But yeah, man. And then week 12 is going to be another user game. Texas and Ohio State. They're in the same conference. There's a lot of back and forth going on with them too. So that game, so what's today, Tuesday? That game will probably played Friday, because if I'm not mistaken, Texas he's in Africa, and he's going on spring break. He's leaving tomorrow. So he's 7 hours ahead right now. So it's 7 o'clock there. So he's leaving Wednesday, so he's leaving in a couple of hours. So he won't be able to play his user game until Friday when he get back. So yeah, that's that, man. So what we can do? We can look at the bracket, see what the bracket looking like. Week 11 bracket. So we got Florida up there, myself, Texas, Ohio State. They're in the same conference, so that won't be one. That won't be 2-3 when it's all said and done. It shouldn't be. South Carolina right there. In the lower half bracket. So right now, Utah, Baylor, the only computer game. Then at the top bracket, 8-9, we got Notre Dame there against Rice, and LSU, they're the SEC leader right now. Versus Kentucky, which I believe is also in the SEC. So, I mean, things will change. Nothing really is going to change for Clemson. We're going to be number one. I'm going to be undefeated because I got South Carolina next, and then I got the ACC title game. I'm going to win that. So I'll be number one. That's on the solidified spot, really. Maybe Florida as well, because he has Texas. I'm not Texas, Tennessee in this conference. And he won. He actually barely won, so I don't know, man. But I think he can really afford to lose. And if he loses, though, that'll put Tennessee in the playoffs, which would be kind of, they won't be in the playoffs. They won't. You know what? If he loses against Tennessee, he might even get bumped out because we had a scenario before where we put 3 teams in the Big 12 because the Big 12 was the only conference that did not have a user at one point in the Dynasty. We put 3 teams over there, South Carolina, USC, and at the time it was Michigan. South Carolina was 11-2, but he was on a 2-game losing streak. And Michigan had lost a lot of his user games, and he was unranked. Michigan won the conference title, which kicked South Carolina out of the CFP, and Michigan didn't even make the CFP because he wasn't even ranked. That was crazy. So that could possibly be a scenario for Florida if he loses to Tennessee, because Tennessee is unranked. But Florida don't got no more games. He's done. So he may, he only have 2 losses if that's the case. I think he'll still get in. But I don't think Tennessee will get in. But we'll see, man. We'll see what's happening with that. Oh, I never went over the awards. So we can go to the awards watch list. Because I'm the only one that played my game so far this week. It's going to show me, as far as, not the Heisman. We go to Heisman. I'm not the leader in the Heisman. I may be after this game, but Georgia has 3 remaining user games, and he's going to make sure his guy can stay in the mix for sure. He's going to make sure his guy stays in the mix. So I'm not going to win the Heisman. I don't anticipate that. But these awards, especially on the defensive side, they're mine. But as you know, if you win the Heisman, you're going to win the Maxwell. So they got me in the Maxwell leader right now, but Georgia hasn't played. Okay. They got me in the Walter Camp. Again, Georgia hasn't played. So, but you win the Heisman, you're going to win the Maxwell and the Walter Camp Award. They all 3 go hand in hand. Then we got Coach of the Year. So I won Coach of the Year last year. First time winning it. And I'm the leader this year. I should win it again this year. So we'll see. Who else is a user up in there? Texas in there. Ohio State's in there. So I should win it this year. David Bryant. So last year, my quarterback was a stud. But as you can see, his archetype, he's a backfield creator. I wasn't running with him at all last year. I actually had negative yards rushing with him last year. Let me show you. And that hurt me. It hurt because all the guys that was in the Davey O'Brien conversation were all dual threat type guys, and they were, running with their quarterback. If it was the computer or the user, and I wasn't doing it. I was like, you know what? This year I'm gonna make sure I'm running with my guy. So that's what I've been doing. As you can see, 28 carries, 173 touchdowns. He had 28 carries last year with negative 23 yards. So, yeah, that's why right now we're the leader, and we're going to win this award because my passing is pretty good too. 77 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. That's way too high. So I should win that. I'm going to win this award. He's actually injured. He got injured before the Notre Dame game. Pissed me off. Because he was getting hurt in the game, and I kept bringing him back in. And then the last time he got hurt, I had the option to bring him in, so I was like, "No, I'm just gonna keep him on the bench." So I'm thinking like he's not hurt, you know, ended the game, and he was hurt for 6 weeks. Why would they even give me the option to bring him back in after the last time he got hurt? But I should have never brought him back in. Anyway, he's gonna win this award. If he don't, he's gonna win it. Then we got all right, we back. I had to pause it real quick. Well, muted. So yeah, I'm gonna win this award. Jim Thorpe Award. Dope Walker. I really don't think I'm gonna win it because I know George is gone. He got 3 more computer games, and he's gonna go off. Only got 1 more game, so it's gonna be against South Carolina. I'm not gonna win this award. I've won this before, but I'm not gonna win it. But look at my guy. He averaging a touchdown every other catch. 64 catches, 32 touchdowns. But I'm not going to win this award. Lombardi, I will win this. I'm going to win this. I don't have a senior quarterback. I'm going to win this. I don't think I'm going to win this. Definitely not going to win this. I don't throw to my tight ends like that. Yep, we're going to win this. Definitely going to win this. Possibility. I don't know. Maybe not. Never going to win this. Never going to win this. Nope, I've never won this. I've always been in the top 3 some years, but I've never won this. I won't. And then I've won this before, but I won't win this. So freshman year. Yeah, so yeah. What I wanted to do also, I wanted to kind of go over my team and, how I make them godly. So my XP points, so I sandbag, I got this from Texas. I sandbag some points, but the other ones I don't. I actually he had my quarterback had 15 XP 16. And I was like, damn, I wanted to show this. But anyway, I showed my other guys. So he was a 3-star, right? He's star development, but he was a gadget guy. Anyway, he's uncapped. He's uncapped. I did have, what was it? It was right here, elusiveness. So this is what I used for him. So I got him faster. Acceleration fast. So he at 95 speed right now, bro. Like this dude is, and you see his physicals. Like we're already up here. So yeah, he ready. Running back. So again, I just have my game, so that's why they got more XP points. I was sandbagging them because I had a lot of computer games up into the Notre Dame, so I allowed it to build up, and then for the Notre Dame game, I unleashed all my shit. So I just had another game, like I said, I shot. So let's see what we can do for him. He got 9 points. Where I want to go here? Hands or route running? Carry. Then there's 4 here. Okay, so I can go here. Back. Then I can go here. Oh, because I got a week 12. I got to buy. Week 12, I got to buy. All right, so Walter. Let's see, Marshall. 4 points. This physicals is up here. Yeah, he's my receiving back. So, look at that. Yeah, right, whatever. Got 2 points to spare. But Daniel, I don't even know how he got points. He even got to know what type of stats. Let's see. I'll take it. 2 points. No. That's about Walter. I don't want to make him look better. Well, it don't matter. He's going to leave after the next year. Got 3 points. IQ, no, I don't do that. Oh, safety back. All right. Let's go to these guys. Got Jerome out there. He was an offensive lineman. Yes, sure. Like, he's not even. Like, he should get his star next advance, man. Like, what's up with that? Oh, so what we got here? T.O. got off last game. You see, he's purpled up. Can't get no better. Henry almost purpled up. What can we do for you? Nothing. Make that, Deshaun. Oh, Deshaun. He did. He went off last game, man. He's leaving this year, so get his awareness up. Yeah, I don't like the. I don't really care for that. I have enough, but so what would get that Stedman? He can't get no. No. So that's just a loss. We get his ball carrying. This up there. Alright. Chambreezy, Percy. So these 3 guys they're definitely leaving, which is going to impact these guys and the rest of these guys. Because I got talent development on my office coordinator and myself. So these guys are going to turn into gods, like these guys. We just recycle. We just reload, man. We're gonna rebuild. We reload. We just reload, man. Tight end. I've been using him a little bit more this last couple of games. Route running. Hands. Let me see. We don't go deep like that. Should I get his hands up? Should I get his hands up? Oh, he's route running. Nah, we gonna catch the rod. Let's do that. Yeah. There's Antonio. There we go, Antonio. Tony, has he got in? Played anything? Got 3 points. He's a wide receiver, tight end. Looks like he'll still build up. Because he gonna get drafted, so that's gonna impact these guys. XP points. This guy, he don't get a lot of pancakes, bro. Like, I thought he would have more. He has 69. That's a lot, but look at other people. Oh, look at this XP points. See, I'm about to say, he's gonna be a god for me next year. 200, and he gonna get even more. He's gonna have like 300. Make it shit stupid. You got 10 points. What can we do with you, brother? There we go. Yes, sir. 99.99. Yeah. All right. 3 for Woody. I know nothing for Woody. This dude keep on getting hurt in the game, man. Get your mind right, bro. Footwork. Let's see here. Up. 18. Look at this stuff. 173. Alright, let's go to Stubbs. Quickness. Nothing. So this is my dude Richard Dent right here, man. Elite development trade. He was a transfer, actually. Putting in major work. 34 sacks. Boy, Allen. He came in. This is his second game because he played the Notre Dame game. Started. He had an interception that game. Wow, that put him in a style. Not Spidey. Spidey. Jared. All right, what can we do? We got 7 points. What can we do for you? What have you done for me lately? All right, IQ. Yeah, let's do that. Damn, I probably could have did something. Take down, nope. So it's nothing. Gucci. And then Freeney was like, look. He got off a little bit. 10. What's this? 15. 5. Play recognition. Oh, look. Please don't go to 6. There we go. Alright, there we go. Get him out there. Gino's just a hog volley of a man. Oh. Alright. What about John Randall? Johnny boy. He been putting in work. Elite status. Like, man, we just recruit, baby. We just do what we do, baby. awareness. Let's get this awareness up. And then he got hurt. Let's see. Aaron Donald. Elite. He might leave for me, man. I'm gonna give you a bet over here. Alright, I'm gonna leave it alone. I need you to stay, brother. Damn, I might lose all 4 of these guys. This star impact. Alright, whatever. London, Ricky. Oh, Ricky was putting in work. Coverage. This is IQ. This over here. Here. Alright. Everybody. D Brooks. This dude, man, he's actually ready to get hurt. Someone, look at this dude, man. Bro. I don't know how to tackle him, man. 7 points. You can go IQ, play recognition, awareness up there. And then, where else? Like, look, bro, they keep trying me, I keep getting points. Hands, all this stuff. You want to be a hitter? Let's see. You want to be a hitter? Get your hands up there. Let's do that. Champ. Every what you got for me? Oh yeah, IQ. So what is it doing? Awareness and play recognition. Alright, and then I got a kicker. I don't know my kicker. So can we do for you, Julio? IQ, awareness, what did I do? Oh, we maxed out. Okay. Let me see. I ain't gonna do nothing. We ain't doing no gadget nothing. So let's do his awareness. Hunter. Alright, so that's it. Alright, so yep. As you can see, the squad is filled up with nothing but legends as far as their names and their playing and their abilities. Legends. Craziness. But that's what we do over here, man. That's what we do over here. So yeah, so that's a recap of week 10 user games, preview of this week's user game. And then my next user game is week 13. I got to buy week 12. But I'll talk about some of the week 12 games. I'll go live. But my next live playing game will be week 13 for me. So yeah, that's that, man. Year 8, baby. Oh, recruiting. Let me look at this. Didn't, but we can. Got some guys that I'm just kind of paying attention to. Oh yeah, I forgot. What ahead. Going after these guys for no good reason, just to do it. See, he's in South Carolina. See, my thing is, I don't want you being in my town, my neck of the woods, bro. I want you being in my neck of the woods, bro. Get out of my city. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this guy. I'm trying though. Oh, he visited last week and he didn't commit. It's a possibility. Mm. See, I had to go through these D tackles because I got some guys that may just be leaving on me. How many other I got? All right, so I got to go through these D tackles, man. I might be losing some guys. What's this guy can get on what? Oh, I can schedule a visit? No, I can't really. All right, top class. Yes, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Look at Florida up in there. Look at SC up in there. Miami. What Notre Dame? Because I'm helping Brody out. There we go. There we go, huh? There we go. 25. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, we out. We out. Call my boy Warren and see what he's talking about.